Blowing out candles on a birthday cake feels wrong. Shimmering warmth extinguished by a collision feels too much like a cold metaphor, one which I'd rather ignore. Make a wish, but don't tell anyone, for if you do, it won't come true, because that's how the world works. You trust in good faith and it becomes a mistake. Someone grabs your wish and makes it their own, twists it in their clammy hands, and you didn't even invite them to the party. It was just out of politeness, and you didn't want to be rude. I think we need to reverse the birthday curse of British solemnity. Seek out the company of the most electric people you know and tell them you don't want to let go, at least not for now. Shout your wishes out loud to a small crowd of loved ones and let them understand that you have so many plans. Fuck blowing out candles, light them fuckers up and get sparklers and Catherine wheels and celebrate the short life of fire, because it's so beautiful before it expires. And it leaves a path of unapologetic ashes in its wake.
Film this, George?
Please don't film.
What do you want me to film?
I don't need to film
everything.
anything.
You want me to film
I was
things?
just trying to encourage you. I was trying to be a nice friend and try and give you the motivation to film things for your end of year vlog.
All my amazing YouTube fans, I thought I'd vlog this for you. Do something YouTubey.
This has got to be like YouTube.
Do something YouTubey. Hashtag subscribe, not spawn.
Hi guys!
This video if you enjoyed
Subscribe to Jake Paul.
Don't forget-
Hashtag Team
It's
10.
every time.
How on earth do you summarise a year in a little video? And like, this is not a kind of, oh, people will stop watching if I go over a certain amount of minutes. It's a, me in the future will stop watching if I go over a certain amount of minutes. I have an attention span just like you. And I don't want to bore my future self, but I want to remember stuff. In fact, it's not a year, it's nine months, because I decided to do this as a birthday thing and not an end of year thing, because it's all about me. So it's 9 months. It's like I'm pregnant with footage. Pregnant with being 20. And then I've given birth to being 21. I feel like every year I want to say, oh, I've had an unusual year. Oh, I've learned so much this year. Oh, it's been a weird one. Oh, it's been the best and worst year of my life. But that is true at the end of every year. This past year has taught me what it's like to deal with death and grief for the first time. It's the 2nd of January. I've just got home from going to see a panto, and on my way home my dad rang me and told me that my granddad was having trouble breathing and an ambulance was on its way. My granddad, who has always been my biggest fan, he was telling me how much he believed in me. Very, very recently, he showed me this really old photo of me when I was very young, and he'd written on the back of it, I've been thinking over the past year about how I'd like to get a tattoo in my granddad's handwriting. Firstly, because my nan's handwriting is awful, and just because the two of them have been such a source of inspiration and love. I had a real shock when I heard that he had to have an ambulance called for him tonight, and for some reason one of the things that came into my mind was that I never got a tattoo. Anyway, I want to do it very soon, and I want to be able to show him. In January, my granddad passed away, and then about a week or two after, my nan passed away. And this is two different sides of the family. And then later on in the year, I had kind of a delayed grief. But we'll get to that later. It has taught me what it's like to see my older sister leave to Australia. She's still not back. It's been bloody ages. Where are you? Australia, that's where you are. My mum wanted to throw my sister a surprise leaving party, but she wasn't sure whether my sister would like that. So she asked my sister one day, very subtly, would you enjoy a surprise party if someone ever threw you one? And my sister was like, oh no, I don't think I'd like that. So my mum went, oh phew, okay, so I was going to throw you a surprise party for you leaving for Australia, at which my sister then cried because she was like, oh, you've ruined it now. She was saying, oh, I would have loved that. My mum was like, we can throw your party, and my sister's like, oh no, it's not a surprise anymore, it's all ruined, which me and my mum then took as a double bluff. So we did throw her a surprise leaving party, and she did not suspect a thing. One thing that I did in February was I went to go see Kate Nash live, and it had quite an effect on me. I volunteered to collect donations for Mind UK, and in exchange she let us watch the gig for free. I was feeling the magic last night. I was falling back in love with live performance. But the next day, halfway through the day, my mood just changed. I went to a job interview the next day and it felt so disconnected to the night before. Obviously they're on tour. Looking at everyone on Twitter, they touched down in the next place, all getting ready to do the show again, and I was sitting at home having just got back for a job interview for a job that I didn't really want. I felt really stuck. I was through the looking glass and it was really, really fun. And now I'm back to my boring gap year life. And it's just been waiting for September to roll around and I will be moving to Brighton. I hate waiting for a certain time, a certain date to come around because it feels like I'm wasting my life. This year has taught me that some jobs can be fun. And some jobs can be soul-crushing and joy-sucking. Working a job like being a barista or a waitress, for me, gets very depressing. I need to be doing something creative. I get home from work and I'm exhausted and I can't be bothered going out again. I desperately don't want to have to work a job that I hate again. This is terrible. I need practice. I started burlesque classes, which is something that I've been wanting to do for ages, so that's fun. And I'm going to swing dance next week. I'm trying to keep myself busy. This year has taught me that I am entirely capable of organising political rallies. What the hell? Didn't think I could do that, but I did it twice. I co-organised the second one. I organised 1.5 rallies.
She's gonna bring the fury, so give it up for hell!
And attended a very fun but slightly violent protest.
Nazis going home, they're going home.
taught me that mental health is crazy and irrational and inconvenient. But I already knew that. This year reinforced that. God, my mental health is really bad right now. I have self-esteem issues. I'm really hard on myself. I feel inadequate at everything I do. Ha! I got prescribed sertraline and didn't take it. My depression has had a knock-on effect on my creativity. All my friends from home are at uni, and all my friends from uni are at uni. I miss certain people really, really badly. I keep getting hit by these bouts of existential dread. I can't stop thinking about death, and it's really making life difficult for me. So last night I called a helpline for the very, very first time ever. This is the worst that I've felt in years, maybe. I don't know why I'm filming this. Pray for hell. Pray for hell, truly. I really, really fucking need a therapist. Let's hope she doesn't top herself by September. Oh my god, that was dark. Oh, my mum's calling me. Hello?
Hi, love. How's your day going?
Good, thanks. Yeah.
Alright, love. Enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel really crap that I'm not with you.
Aww.
Fuss of you.
It's okay. I can feel the fussing from here.
You can, can't you? we had a nice couple of hours together.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll speak.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too, love.
Bye. This year's taught me that my parents are human, which sounds like I was a sociopath before this year. I don't know. I think there comes a time in your life when you're always aware that your parents are people, but I think you get to a certain point in your life where it really hits you. Having all my friends be away at uni while I had dropped out and was unemployed really reinforced the fact that I need friends, I need contact, I need to be social, to stay sane and to stay creative. I had a big lack of creativity when I wasn't seeing anyone. Sitsi was maybe the best thing I did all year. I started to feel like part of the community that I'd been watching from the outside for 7-9 years. I really don't know where I would be right now if it weren't for all the things that I have found through YouTube. I never saw YouTube friends on the horizon because I just didn't think I was worthy of them. YouTube always felt like a club that I wasn't allowed to be a part of. I guess because the people who I watch put really creative and inspiring things on their channels. A tiny bit intimidating as a creative person, which I know it's not healthy. I have a really hard time with valuing myself as a creative person. I did have a list of questions that I wrote at the beginning of the year for me to answer at the end, but my hard drive corrupted, so I've lost them all. So I'm gonna ask some questions to the hell who's just turned 22, provided that I turn 22. That's a grim thought. Let's hope I don't die in the next year. How is uni? Are you still at uni? Have you dropped out again? What's wrong with you? Right now I want to go down the gender studies pathway, gender and sexuality. Are you doing that? Have you stuck at that, or are you interested in some other area? Are you still in touch with YouTube friends to the extent that you are now? Do you still have Google Hangouts? Are you still talking to Dan, Raf, Georgia, Heidi, Shannon?
Croatia.
How's mum and dad? How's Charlotte? Is she back from Australia? How's Nan?
Can you get out and check the car?
Are you still writing songs and poetry and performing them? Making things. Me and Heidi created Not an Ocean, which, if you didn't know, is our poetry channel. I also finally released my EP. Me and my band have been wanting to release our EP for ages. I think we announced it in summer 2016, but it's finally out there. My EP is out on Spotify, iTunes and Bandcamp, and I'm really happy with it, and I want to make so much more music, record it all. Have you ventured down any other creative paths. What is UK politics like now? Please tell me that the Tories are not still in power. Election day, again, the second one that I'm vlogging in 2 years. Oh, British politics. What's world politics like? This is getting too broad. Have you got any more tattoos? Piercings? Is your hair still like this? Have you got a job? Are you still doing burlesque? Roller derby? Are you vegan yet? What have you discovered about yourself? What have you overcome? Oh my god, are you still single? I hope you're okay. I hope you've had a good year. And I don't know about you. That's it. That's how I'm ending it, apparently.
You got this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, we'll make the montage. I'm planning.
I'm not finished explaining, thank you.
Are we gonna freeze it in the year video though?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if you're good enough.
And
I
now
featured
there's
the
gonna
majority
be
of
now
montage videos,
there's gonna be a
thank you.
hard cut to that being like, are we gonna feature it in the year video? And
No,
then-
if that doesn't start it. If that
and
doesn't start it.
then the thing is, the second bit's gonna feature it in the video now.
No, stop it, because it's gonna get really like meta and long.
I'm already pre-cutting
Mate,
your video
I've not
for you.
finished what I was
Man, you
explaining.
can't
I'm
edit
doing
my
lovely
video
cardboard
ahead
bits.
of me.
I'm a
doing
better
in
vlogger.
June.
Yeah,
No,
I've
it's
got
July
my
now.
explanation. Can I finish my explanation of what I did tonight? Thank
All
you.
right.
I've done
I like drunk
look at
Georgia.
these cardboard
Drunk Georgia.
cardboard.